welcome back to Tarot and Chill. My name's Nisha, and this is a pick a card reading to find out what you need to know about your crush. I've got 4 groups for you to choose from today. Group 1 is the Lightning card. These are all from the Sacred Power reading cards. Group number 2 is Energy Balance. Group number 3 is Sound. And group number 4 is Divine Consciousness. Please pause the video now if you need to take a moment to make your choice, otherwise I'll see you in your reading. All the timestamps will be below, and you can also find details of my personal readings if you'd like to book with me. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below, leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates for you, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the Lightning card. Let's see what cards you have. In the astrology reading cards, you have the 11th house, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have 8th house, endings, beginnings. From the Good Karma tarot, you have death, very interesting. And the Magician. And from the Golden Universal tarot, you have the King of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles. This is a really strange message, I'm just going to say this now, but your crush might be like a dead celebrity or something like that, which is like, I'm not really going to want to read too much on that, sorry, because it's kind of impractical. But yeah, I do feel like some of you, it might be not like a dead celebrity, but maybe a celebrity or someone who you follow or admire. Maybe they're like a dream person, but they're kind of very far away from you in terms of where they hang out, maybe like they maybe hang out in really nice places and you maybe don't have the same like income as them to hang out in the same places, or like maybe they're just so unachievable, unattainable for you because they're like not really in your universe, if you know what I mean. It's like you have a crush on someone but they're not in your immediate environment, like someone really talented who you admire their work, and maybe there is like potential for you to talk to them. I mean, like maybe they have social media. Maybe you could communicate with them and send them a message or something like that. Maybe you could get to know them. But it feels like maybe slightly unachievable for some of you watching. Like they don't have to be dead, but they may be not in your reach right now, in your current realm. For some of you, I actually feel like they might be. Like maybe they are a prominent person who you admire. You really admire their talent. You think they're incredible. Maybe they do live in your city. Maybe they live like nearby. Maybe they have communicated with you online before. You feel like they would communicate with you one day. Like maybe it is seeming a bit more practical. I want to say for some of you, just be careful if it is like a celebrity or something, because I feel like you don't want to get too attached to them. I want to say, like, don't take them seriously as a partner if you have never met them or even been in the same room as them or anything like that. I also want to say it's one to be careful for if you used to work with this person but you don't anymore. Like this person used to be your colleague, but you haven't actually spoken to them for ages. Like maybe they left or you didn't get a number or something like that. I feel like for them, they've probably moved on to a new job and they don't really, I want to say they don't think about their old colleagues, and they would maybe think you're like an attractive person, but they don't really think about you because you're like from the past. So I'm sorry if that's you. I also want to say if you do have a crush on a colleague, you may want to hurry up and try and express it to them, or make yourself look more attractive for them to notice you before they leave the job or something like that, because I feel like they might be leaving. They might already have a new job. They might have felt like they got as far as they could with the current career they were doing. They want something new, and in general I feel like this person, even if they're like a celebrity, they might be like quitting what they do. They might be bored. They might have come as far as they can come and made as much money as they wanted to make, and I'm hearing someone like wants to retire, or someone wants to quit what they do already and start something new. So be very focused on trying to speak to this person ASAP. If you do know them from work in any capacity, because I feel like they might be quitting, they might be leaving, and that includes if they're like a social media influencer, they might just like disappear. You might think this person's like an incredible star and not know why they would do that, but I feel like they might not be getting very much money actually, and they might need to do something different to get the amount of money they need to survive. And it might really shock you to know that maybe this public image of this person is not who they really are on the inside. Like, they might come across, I'm hearing for someone they come across very wild and dangerous, but they're not really. They're actually like really practical and serious and maybe boring and a bit mundane and down to earth. So again, be careful with having like wild out there fantasies about someone you don't actually know, because I feel like they could shock you in a dramatic way, where it's like their outer appearance is nothing like who they really are, and you might think they're like a wild child and reckless and dangerous and living the fast life, but I feel like they're actually really practical and homely, and they spend all their time working, so you might not even like hanging out with them. Say it's like your favorite celebrity and you think they're always going to parties and living recklessly and dangerously. You might be really disappointed that they actually stay in the house all the time and just like chill with their family and work. Like, they stay in the studio or in the office or just practicing or whatever, or they stay working out so that they can be like a better performer or whatever it is. Like, they don't really seem to take life very casually, I want to say, this person. I also want to say it may be time to kind of let go of this crush for some people. Like, I feel like you may need to focus on your work. You may be distracted by this person, and I feel like for some of you, you are meant to hear from this person sometime. Maybe you are meant to be with this person sometime, and maybe the universe will grant your wish of this crush at some point, especially if you feel strongly enough about this person. Like, if you do really care about them, and if you already kind of knew that maybe their image is dangerous, but they're actually a softie, or maybe their image is like they're really, I want to say like really serious and boring, and like they get their life together and everything's easy for them and everything's organized for them. You might be surprised to know it's not, and actually their life's really hard. Maybe you think they're really rich and they make loads of money and they're out of your league, but they're actually struggling and hustling and working just as hard as you and just as broke as you and living on the same salary as you and trying to elevate themselves. So I feel like it's like an interesting one where you may want to try and like practically get to know this person more if you can, especially if you do work in the vicinity with them, if you have like an actual like network connection in common or something, like if you can actually talk to this person. I would definitely try, and even if you just follow them on social media or something, you should definitely try and talk to them before they maybe go dark or deactivate their page or something, because I feel like they're really close to wanting to deactivate their page or delete themselves from the online world and just like go and get a day job. That's coming through really strongly, or to quit the day job they have and get another day job, or retrain in a new career or something. I feel like this person's extremely attractive and they're very impressive and probably to a lot of people. And I feel like they're very hardworking and responsible in a way that means that they put nothing above the work that they do right now. It feels like they maybe don't have time for much else. Like, maybe they don't have much time for friends and socializing. So maybe a bit difficult to get to know them, but you might have some creative ideas of how to communicate with them. And I feel like there may be some possibility for some of you guys watching, like if it's not a dead celebrity, for example, to actually develop this connection further and maybe have something committed with this person. But I feel like it's kind of dependent on, I want to say, luck and fate and being granted the wish of them. And I do feel like they may have some intense energy that, like, for some of you guys, you don't know how intense they are and you wouldn't like it because you think they're like really boring and serious and you don't really know their life, really. Like, you don't actually know them that well. For some of you, it might be vice versa. Like, you don't really like them because they're actually much more boring than you would care to get to know. Like, they're actually just like focused on work all the time. Maybe you think like, especially if they're a celebrity, you might think their life's really fun. And again, like, they're always going to parties and stuff. But I genuinely just see them working like full time all the time. It's like if you do have like a boring job and you're jealous of this person's job and you're like, it's coming through, you have a crush on them because you admire their life and you admire their career. Maybe you admire their net worth or their money or something like that. I feel like you'd be disappointed, actually. Like, they're not having as fun and fabulous a life as you might think that they are. I'm just going to leave it there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reading, group 1. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out the information below if you'd like a personal reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose energy balance. Let's see what cards you have. In the astrology reading cards, you have Cancer. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring and loving. It may concern family, a mother or a child. And from the Black Moon Astrology cards, you have Mars, Force. From the Good Karma Tarot, you have the Ace of Coins and the Queen of Cups. And then from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, this seems very mutual. I feel like this person cares very much for you. And they're kind of wanting to express it to you, I want to say. But it feels like they're not 100% ready. It feels like they're still developing their feelings and trying to get their confidence up, I want to say. Like, I feel like this person they do seem to have like good days where they have a lot of confidence. But there's days when they're a bit shy and I feel like they would be a bit nervous about expressing feelings on those days. But this person in general, they're very caring and they're very sweet. They may be Cancerian, they don't have to be. But I feel like they also have like a lot of determination and fieriness about them. Like they're not a pushover or always really soft and sweet to everyone. Like I want to say this person doesn't love everyone, but they do love you. And I feel like that's quite special. It's like they don't find people attractive all the time. But when they do, it's like really, really serious to them. Like they almost can't stop focusing on the person they're attracted to. And I want to say the person they're attracted to is you. And they actually have quite a forceful attraction towards you to the point where they really care about you. And they feel almost like a committed feeling to you, I want to say. Like I do feel like there's like a safe opportunity for you and this person to come together. And it's kind of safe to say that they actually do want you in that way. Like they really do want you. And I feel like it's not just that you and this person like each other, but it's also like God, Spirit, the universe like you for each other. With this Wheel of Fortune here, it feels like very destined for you to come together. Very destined for you to tell each other you like each other or even love each other. I feel like one of you could write a whole book about how much you love each other or how much you love the other one. It feels like there's a lot of communication that should come. Maybe you guys already communicate, maybe you don't. But I feel like there's something coming through about a lot to read or like maybe more can come through readings or I don't know if this person does readings or you like readings or you do readings or something, but it feels like there's maybe more information to come or maybe some communication can happen. In like written format, it feels like maybe someone in the situation is shy about face-to-face conversation, but they're okay with writing. So it might be more comfortable for either this person or you to express your feelings through a text or a DM or an email or something like that rather than face-to-face in person. I just feel like you might be a bit shy and it will be like obvious to you that this person has a crush on you, but they won't necessarily tell you straight up. I do feel like their body language will show you. But yeah, it feels like there is real possibility here for you guys to communicate and I feel like you should. I don't know if there's some work connection or financial connection where maybe you guys could, like you guys watching, I feel like you maybe could speak to this person about something, which is like work or material where it's like an easier communication to start. Like it doesn't have as much risk. It's not like, hi, I have a crush on you. Would you go out with me? It's more like, hi, are you free to do some work on Tuesday? It's like a more relaxed way of starting a conversation or getting to spend more time with them. Like maybe if you already work together, you could like start the convo about work. Then maybe they start flirting with you and it's like just waiting for the right moment when they're flirting with you. It really does feel like waiting for the right moment because I feel like this is destined to happen. And it will happen when the time's right. And it feels like kind of the time is right when both people can't really ignore their crush anymore. Or when you're put in front of each other in a way where you can't really ignore each other anymore. But yeah, I feel like there is a lot to say to each other and I feel like you could write a lot to each other about how much you feel about each other and how far you see the relationship going and how much you want to have children together and marry each other and live together forever. I feel like this person may be quite, I want to say spendthrifty. Like they may not, it feels like they have money, but they may not like to spend it. They prefer to save it than spend it. I feel like they have lovely clothes and lovely places to spend time in. And they're very chill and they're very calm and they like to stay chill. But I do feel like they prefer to save money than spend it. And they like to grow their money and they find it important to have like a really nice home. and a nice environment around them. And I feel like they want to keep their internal balance and their system correctly. And I feel like this person don't jump into relationships very quickly. They're more of the sort of person who likes to feel people out and make sure it's like very trustworthy and stable. Like they don't want to go for someone who's not trustworthy. I feel like they kind of have some feeling about you that you are trustworthy and they actually do want to take a risk with you or take a chance with you. It feels like not risky for them. Like they don't see you as a risk. They see you as like a stable potential partner, like someone who they can imagine themselves with and they can imagine themselves staying with. And I want to say they understand you, like they get you. You make sense to them, and I feel a sense of this person trying to understand you, like trying to read between the lines of what you say or read into your behaviors and read into your body language. And maybe reading up on you. I don't know if you have, I don't know, like a public bio on your Instagram, or you have a website or something where people can learn more about you. But I feel like they may have looked up on you and tried to find out as much as they could about you. And it feels like they do have like a feeling like you're right for them overall. But I do feel like there may be some hesitation occasionally in this person's mind about maybe whether you're like a temptation, you're just like a source of temptation. Or maybe they think you're like tempted to be with other people, or you don't really like them in that way. Or like maybe it's just sexual for them, like on like they think it's just sexual for you with them, or like maybe occasionally they wonder if it's just meant to be like a physical attraction and not deeper. But I feel like once they read more into you and look at you in more depth and on an emotional level, they do actually see long-term potential and they have feelings for you. I want to say like they actually do have feelings for you. I feel like if you do make eye contact with this person, they would smile at you and let you know that they do have that caring emotion for you, even if they can't express it to you verbally. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching group 2. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and check out the information in the description box for personal readings if you'd like to book with me. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose sound. Let's see what cards you have. From the astrology reading cards, you have Leo. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have Aquarius. I know. From the good commentary, you have the 6 of Coins and the 10 of Cups. And from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Hermit, the Page of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. I'm seeing this person is very hardworking and humble, and I feel like they do have quite a focus on family and wanting marriage. I want to say, like, it feels like they do want marriage and they do want romance. They might be going through a period of life where they're very alone. And I feel like they might feel very lonely right now, and they might be feeling quite sad. And in their feelings about not having marriage and not having children and not having a partner and not having like that happy family even, like they may not have like the particularly happiest family right now. I feel like they may have like mostly connections with colleagues, and maybe you guys know each other through work, and I feel like maybe that is primarily like their source of like social entertainment right now. So it might be worth, if this is your colleague or something, like just asking them out for a drink or inviting them to socialize or communicating with them about work even. I want to say just be louder and talk to this person more, like try and communicate with this person more. If you're following this person online, I feel like it might be worth paying more attention to their updates, because for some of you, they might already have a family. They might have a partner and children already. So you might want to pay attention and see if they've mentioned anything about that or something like that, because it feels like they may have done already. You might already know, like, you know they have a partner and you know they have children. You still want to have a crush on them anyway, and it feels like maybe like a bit tempting for you, like they're a bit of a temptation for you. Maybe not very safe temptation to have, even if you maybe do have like a grounded relationship, because it feels like if they do have a partner and a family, they're not going to leave. Like they're happy with their family and their partner. Anyway, this person could be Leo or Aquarius, or also Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio are coming through. It doesn't really matter, it's like irrelevant what sign they are. Some of you already know what sign they are. It feels like this person is quite proud, and maybe they would be too proud to want to tell you that they have a crush on you if they did have a crush on you. It feels like somewhat mutual, I want to say. But for some of you, it's like they have like more of a friend crush on you, or they have a sweet feeling for you, but they want to know more about you. Like they find you interesting and they find you to be maybe a suitable option, but maybe they're not 100% sure about you. Like you seem like a bit of a maybe for them. Maybe they're a maybe for you. Like you may have like some grounded relationship and basis for knowing them, basis for wanting to ask about them. But it seems like there's a lot more room for you to research them and get to know more about them. Get to know their likes and dislikes, and maybe ask them about family and ask them about their life and what they do. And I feel like they maybe have more, I want to say there's like more room for like inclusive relationships for this person. So maybe even if like you're not their type, I feel like they still have room to be like friends with you and care about you and talk to you and communicate with you. So I would say don't be shy in just like making friends with this person, or asking them out to socialize or something like that. But yeah, I do feel like this person might have somewhat of a crush on you too, especially if they're not married, because it feels like they are interested in finding that right now. And it feels like they have like dreams and goals, but I feel like this person may have a lot of different people they're interested in, or a lot of people who are interested in them, and a lot of choices to make in life right now, and they feel a bit confused about where to go and what to do. And it feels like their overall direction is them trying to find the one and trying to find marriage. But they may find themselves occasionally distracted by temptations. Maybe they don't want to be, but they just find it impossible to stay focused on the same place, I'm seeing, because it feels like maybe they get asked out a lot and other people want to take their attention away a lot, or maybe they are so busy with work that they find it hard to stay focused on their goal of getting married and going out with people and like socializing with people. Like I'm seeing this person is quite introverted, and maybe they would like to socialize more, but they don't right now. And they find it confusing and difficult, maybe. Like they might find it a bit difficult to know who's trustworthy and who's not, or know who to connect with further and who not to. I'm seeing this person may have some, I want to say like personal things going on, which are nothing to do with you, but is maybe to do with their family or friends or other things in their life, maybe their work, that they maybe need to give focus to right now. And it feels like quite a difficult time in their life, but there is a lot of room for this person to develop feelings for you, I want to say. Like there is a lot of room, even if it's not romantic feelings, but it ends up being just like they care about you. I want to say there is potential for those of you where, like I've said this already, but those of you where they're not married and not in a connection already, I do feel like they may have you as like one of their options and someone they find attractive in a way which is like sweet, like they're kind of sweetly attracted to you. If they do ever ask you out, I feel like it's very important for you to say yes and not no. Like someone might have said no. I'm getting like someone might have been too proud to say yes to this person, or like too proud to focus on them when they were focused on you. And I feel like it may be like a missed opportunity to talk to them. I want to say try not to miss too many opportunities, because this person is focused on marriage and they might end up marrying someone else. And it feels like it might go quite quickly, like they meet someone really quickly and they move in together and they have kids. So it feels like if you do like this person enough, you might want to maybe try to, if you're not following them or something, like follow them. Maybe communicate with them and try and reach out to them. And I feel like it's maybe difficult for you because maybe you have a crush on multiple people. Maybe this is just one of the people you have a crush on. I feel like it's worth talking to them and getting to know them more. And they'll probably be very open with information that you might like to know about them, including like if they're seeing other people or if they have a crush on you or whatever. I just feel like they're quite proud, but if you talk to them first, they'll talk back to you. But they may not broach the conversation on their own because I want to say they're quite humble and quite laid back and also very introverted and maybe a bit shy when it comes to relationships, and they feel a bit confused when it comes to relationships. They're not sure who's safe and who's trustworthy and who's a good investment in the time and who's going to be dangerous for them and who's going to be wrong for them. I feel like they're very clever and they do have a lot of things to say which are very wise, but they also may have like an immaturity or I want to say like an emotional vulnerability that makes them maybe want to be shy when it comes to relationships. Like, it's not like childlike, but I feel like they are not very confident in like approaching people or chatting people up or maybe getting to know people in a way which is like obviously flirting or anything like that. It feels more like they would maybe talk to you about what is going on with your life and what is going on with their life. And their subtle attempts of flirting might not have come across. And I feel like for you guys, you might not have flirted with them or you might not have communicated with them at all. And I feel like they maybe know you have a crush on them, but they don't know. It's like they're too proud to know you have a crush on them. It's more like they have a feeling. You may have picked up on some of your body language and stuff, but they're not going to invite you out based on like subtle cues. It's more like it needs to be a bit more obvious. You maybe need to just like say, hey, are you free for a drink today? Or would you like to go on a date with me? Rather than subtle flirting, because I do feel like they're going to miss it. Like they will not recognize that you're flirting with them and just move on. Maybe to someone who seems like they're more interested in the same thing. And I want to say for some of you, you might have seemed like you were looking for too many options. And this person may have been somewhat interested in you, but kind of started looking to other people who seem more serious. Like they seem to want something for life and something that's like very committed. And I want to say they want to create children and they want to create generations to follow and they want it to all be with the same person. They're not really here for hookups or casual encounters, and you may have offered them something like a no strings attached night of fun. I'm seeing for someone it was like no condom and like it's just like no for them. Like they felt like it was a no. They're a bit too mature and serious. For someone, this person's older than you and you might think that they're younger than they are, but they're actually a bit older and they are kind of at the point where they want to settle down and they're not really wanting to waste their time with frivolous fun and things like that. But I do feel like they get distracted by people who are wrong for them sometimes, who maybe either like catfishing as someone better or maybe they just gave up on finding someone better and they kind of felt like they would have to settle for whoever was there. I'm picking up on. It feels like this person has some strange feelings about themselves sometimes. Like they have moments where they're confident, when maybe they would flirt with you and speak to you openly. Moments where they maybe would want to hold back and just like watch you from a distance and not actually ask you any questions, but more observe your body language. Like, I'm not sure if some of you have maybe like chatted to multiple people, chatted up multiple people, gone on multiple dates with multiple people, but I feel like that might have given them like a red flag. They may have noticed something, or maybe you're married and they've like noticed that you're married and they do like you, but they also feel like it's not a very good option for them to like you if you're married. Anyway, I feel like this person's very impressive and they seem to be like a star of the show in some way. Like if it's just at work, I feel like they're really helpful and really kind and really compassionate. Maybe they shine a light on things for others and they help teach other people and they seem like a really good person in general and I want to say they want the best for themselves when it comes to romance and relationships. They have like a really big heart and a soft spot for, I want to say for you, but it's like, it's dependent for some of you because I feel like for some of you it might have been that there was potential, but they may have moved past because you weren't really serious enough or something like that. I feel like they have a soft spot in their heart for the idea of love and romance and marriage and the idea of finding that special person who they can be with for life and create a whole family with. So it's really sweet reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Group 3, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed and check out the information in the description box if you'd like a personal reading. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. This reading is for you if you chose Divine Consciousness. Let's see what cards you have. From the astrology reading cards, you have the 4th house, your home and the roots of your being. From the Black Moon astrology cards, you have 9th house, faith. From the Good Karma tarot, you have the Knight of Coins. and the Lovers. And then from the Golden Universal Tarot, you have the Five of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. It feels like this is mutual. I want to say this is very mutual, and this person also loves you or has a crush on you. I want to say they kind of love you. It feels like they have quite strong feelings for you. But I do feel like they feel like something's gone wrong between you and the connection. Maybe it has. Maybe you guys used to be together or something and you've broken up. But it feels like this person still does have feelings for you. But like currently they're trying to avoid the feelings they have for you because it feels like too much. I do feel like they're very busy with work and money goals and things that they personally have to do, like their purpose and their mission. And it feels like they maybe can't manage with the amount of emotion they have going on for you. It's like too much. And they feel like they can't manage their life and also sustain such intense emotional attraction for you when you may be missing from their life right now or something. Like I feel like they're missing you a lot and they feel very sad. They feel really lost without you actually, or they feel like lonely and wishing you were there with them, or really desiring that connectedness and desiring a partner and desiring, I want to say, someone to go home to after a long day at work. It feels like they are really excited to talk to you, but I also feel like they want to keep a hold on their feelings, like they want to protect their feelings somewhat from you because it feels like they do have a lot of disappointment with regards to this situation already, and I don't feel like they can really see how much potential is still remaining. Like, I don't know if they know there's any potential with you still or not, or if they think you're broken up for good, or if they think you're never gonna notice them, or you're out of their league, or you don't, I'm seeing like you don't know they exist, or you don't notice them, or you seem like you're far away from them or something, like they can't connect with you the way they want to connect with you. But I feel like this has been going on for a long time, this crush. And I feel like it will continue for a long time for this person, even if they try and push it away. And for you, I want to say, even if you try and push it away, because it feels like somewhat destiny, like you're somewhat chosen for each other. And I feel like you maybe have a long-term potential together, like it could actually be a committed relationship where you maybe live together and have children. And I feel like it does require a lot of faith. Like you personally watching need to have faith in this connection to believe it's going to come back together, or believe it will come together in the first place. Maybe to get over your own sad feelings about it and try and see what mysterious potential could still be remaining, because it feels like it is chosen for you and it is destined. But maybe you or this other person are like really busy with work, just having too much on your plate for an opening right now. Like there may not be an opening for you guys to spend time together. I also don't know if this person, or maybe it's you. I feel like for maybe a lot of you, it's like this person maybe has a health problem and they're maybe suffering right now. For some of you, I'm not sure if this person is with someone and they're having like a struggling relationship with someone. Maybe they did start talking to you, but they regret starting talking to you because they feel like they weren't meant to do that. It's like they would have to like lie to their partner or cheat on their partner or something. So I do feel like for some of you, they might have a partner already. And maybe it's one to try and avoid each other, or maybe it's the best to try and avoid each other. Like if this person is avoiding you, they might have a partner or they might have someone they're seeing. Maybe it is a struggling relationship and not a very good one, but they might have married and moved in with someone and said they would be with them in sickness and in health. So do be careful if that's your situation. I feel like for more of you, this is very mutual and it seems like someone you actually have like a really serious connection with already, or have potential to have a really serious connection with at least. They might be a distance away from you, either emotionally or physically. It's like maybe they would need to cross water to visit you, or you would need to cross water to visit them, or something like that. Or yeah, I'm seeing maybe emotionally there's distance where you're not talking right now, but you used to talk all the time and you used to be really close. But maybe you're not anymore and they would prefer to maybe not remind themselves of you as much as they do. Like I feel like they think of you a lot, and when they think of you, they get sad. Like they feel love for you and they feel really happy to think of you, But then it turns into sadness because they don't feel like they can have you. They feel like you're not available to them and they still have feelings for you and their feelings won't go away. I do feel like they try and ignore their feelings, they try and push them away. But they're continuing and they're staying with them, and I feel like they can't stop trying to like work on things with you. It feels like they want to work on things with you. Well, something like that. It feels like there is a connection between you already that is like physical and belonging, even if it is just like you work together or you see each other around and find each other attractive. It does feel like there is like a maybe you live not nearby each other, but maybe you work nearby each other, or you live not nearby but nearby enough where it's like practical to come together more if you don't have so much work to do, both of you. Anyway, I feel like there may have been some missed opportunities to get this crush off the ground. Like maybe there was like really special opportunities to connect with them, but I feel like maybe it was avoided. Like maybe you both didn't connect at the time when you wanted to connect. Like you've had a crush on each other for years and never disclosed it to each other and just like continued with your sad feelings about how much you wish you were with this person. I feel like it does take a lot of faith for you guys to come together, but there is a lot of potential and I feel like it will come in the divine timing. And it will definitely be something quite secure and safe once it comes together. But I feel like in the meantime, it might be quite risky to pursue this person or to catch them or for them to catch you. Because it does seem like there is some distance and maybe nobody's being honest right now. Like maybe someone is not very honest with other people in general. Maybe this person, like they might be not very forthcoming with you about certain things, or with people in general. They might be the kind of person who likes to keep a lot to themselves. Anyway, I feel like this connection is kind of being put off for now. It's like this crush is being delayed until later because someone's really busy and they just have too much on their plate. But I do feel like they still have their eyes on you. And it feels like you have your eyes on them, obviously, because you're watching this. But like you both have the same, oh, I don't think they'll ever like me. Like I should just stop liking them and get on with my life. And it's kind of a bit sad because you both probably do have the same feelings for each other, actually. And I feel like it's going to be difficult for you to express it to each other right now. I feel like there's going to be some divine moment where you maybe come together. Maybe outside somewhere, maybe on a colder day. I'm just seeing the sense of you like maybe happening across each other because you're trying to avoid each other. And it's like you can't avoid each other anymore. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that group 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment to let me know how it resonated for you. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Also, if you like personal readings, the information will be below. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.